Oh, you know what? I'm ready for
wild card, bitches! Yeah!
hello, everybody. Thanks once again, each and every one of you in the chat and here for stopping by for another edition of the Wild Cad Wednesday. I am Thomas Metal 75, and this whole thing is on the Thomas Metal 75 channel of YouTube, the Masters of Beer Reviews program. And if you are new to whatever this thing is, it's the Wild Card Wednesday. Only admittance fee is a beverage. Bring up beer, wine, or a spirit. Really any adult beverage, but just please, no.
Don't be a douche.
I'm tolerant to a certain extent with the douchery there. So, yeah. The panel that we have today, before I explain what the how this program here works, the panel we have today features the one and only on this side of the screen, Alex the Beer Master from the state of New Jersey.
What's up, everybody? Cheers.
We got a double feature of the one and only Bumpy Road Brews. There's his logo. And we got the Tanner from the East Coast Liquor Reviews. There's his
cheers.
That guy over there. They are Rhode Island and New Hampshire by way of New Hampshire this evening. So cheers and welcome in. Also, you need to welcome in the nose himself, the nose of knowledge. I'm the only one that seems to call him that. The beer man of Oregon.
Cheers. Thank you.
We got Thomas Metal 35 once again for the Massachusetts of Beer Reviews. Okay, so if anybody hasn't seen how this program works, it's pretty simple. We do 4 different rounds where we all go around and say and do our thing. First round is we present the beer, wine, or spirit we will be consuming this evening, and we feature that with a pouring of our beer, wine, or spirit. Second round, we do that review, the full review. The third round, we do our final thoughts and grades and ratings. And then the fourth round, we shout out our own YouTube channels, talk about what's going on our YouTube channels. And if there's anybody else in the community from beer or beyond that we should be taking a look at. So awesome. Right on. Ryan's beer reviews. Cheers to everybody except that Nightbot says right back at you, Ryan. All right. So let's put the panel in order and start with
things we do not talk about are sex.
Keep it up, Bumpy.
Other issues that we've had in life. Personal problems.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
And following Bumpy Road's opinion is Alex the Beer Master with his presentation of his product.
Today I'll be reviewing Weyerbacher Quad, and it is, and this is on top of having 9.5%.
You're gonna be spraying a lot.
I'll be fine because this is my last beer for the night. I got work tomorrow. But yeah, so right. It is actually I think it's 11%. Let me make sure. 11.8. So yeah, so this will be my last beer for tonight, and obviously, we'll go from there. We'll see what it tastes like, smell like, all those wonderful things next time around. But I'm gonna pour this up. Ooh, that smells good. You definitely have to get more of this.
Let's get a zoom in of the pour.
That's what it looks like, and obviously, that's what that looks like. So, Weyerbacher Quad, and it is, like I said, 11.8. So I'm gonna give you the smell, taste next time around. But I wanted to give you the pour, so I'm looking forward to having this with you.
Cheers.
Nice.
Cheers.
Gracias. Thank you, Alex. Let's go over to. I don't care. Either one of you. You want to go East Coast Liquor Reviews?
Oh, yeah, you want to present it?
We are actually going to share the same beer
Good.
because
Yeah.
we have a lot of beer and we've already had some heavy hitters tonight. So this was a beer that was brought over last week when John and Nelly was sitting in this chair. And he left it for me. It comes from Treehouse Brewing Company. Ooh. It's called Memphis Flash.
Oh, nice.
And I know that only one person on this panel had fun in Memphis this past year.
And legendary Eric. That's who the only one is. But I haven't been in Memphis, and I will try to go next.
What?
Can you read that?
Yeah. Is it tiny?
Yeah, it's tiny.
Memphis Flash is an arduously crafted barrel blended stout made with bananas. Okay, bananas, peanut butter, and a gentle dose of vanilla beans. It contains a thread of barrel-aged beer that was masterfully blended and then conditioned atop heaps of dried bananas. The portion of the beer was then blended with the fresh stout that was conditioned upon peanut butter and vanilla beans, and then blended with the barrel-aged banana portion of the beer. It sounds really good.
Yes, love banana.
This combination results in a beverage that is greater than the sum of its parts, with notes of creamy chocolate, peanut butter, overripe bananas, vanilla cookies, and sweet coffee, with a permeating and delicious vanilla bourbon character throughout. Wow.
And what's ABV?
Enjoy.
So this is Memphis Flash. So the banana and the peanut butter thing, I'm thinking they're doing Elvis. That was Elvis' sandwich, right? Banana.
Because Elvis loved his stuff. Yeah, sandwiches.
Yeah, ABV.
There's no ABV listed.
I've seen that those barrel blended stouts that they do,
but did it say Imperial?
They don't put ABVs on them.
There's a government warning.
No, they really don't.
Also not read. There's a bunch of weird, like it looks like there's scripture. I think that this is like stuff where like somebody's head's gonna be spinning around tonight with blood pouring out of their mouth.
Well, that's not good.
Anyways, if you have a peanut allergy, please do not drink this beverage because therefore your throat will close up and you'll probably die.
Exactly. Yes.
Let's go ahead and open this up now. Tanner, do you want to go ahead and pour it?
Yeah.
Remember, it's only a 12-ounce bottle.
Oh, that looks like good God.
Boy, that keeps going on.
Looks like thick molasses.
Jeez.
It's very thick. It's used motor oil up the yin yang. It looks just like the last Imperial stout we had, with an even darker head. This thing is like black with like a very dark.
I didn't get any head.
Dark head. You had to like swirl it. Let's swirl it. I mean, we're not drinking this right now. We're smelling it or anything, but we just want to like. There's a viscosity. There's
like, delicious. Actually,
there's stickiness.
Yeah, there's some legs.
Oh yeah, there is.
Okay, this is gonna be fun. This is. Oh my God, we'll try to guess the ABV on this because they don't list it. So
I'm gonna say 20%.
Sounds good to me.
Yes.
Everybody, Bumpy and East Coast Liquor Reviews, ladies and gentlemen. Over to Man in Oregon.
Okay, man, that was a fucking thick one. All right, so Roos Brewing out of Portland, Oregon. This is called Clever Weather. It's an American style IPA. It's a Westie, 7.1%. Trying to read what hops are in this. Okay, well, Citra and Simcoe. All right, cool. So this was 9/12. It's fairly fresh, 2 weeks old. Get off of it.
Get off of me. You crack me up here,
man. No, this is actually a hazy. Damn, I thought it was a Westie. So American Westie Ale. Yeah, nice. Kind of looks similar to the one I just brewed in a way. Very nice lemon color. Smells really good and fresh. Hell yeah. Cheers. Looking forward to this.
Thank you, beer man. She's got legs, and Ryan knows how to use them.
Is there Ryan? Yep.
Legendary, featuring Dairy. No. What am I talking about? I did pose the question. I didn't really see the answer on our.
Mr. Eric, I heard a piece, but I'm full screen.
I did pose the question, but I did not see what the answer to that was on the Google Hangouts. But Tanner did answer the question of, do I, Thomas Meadow 75, am I bringing a bourbon whiskey, a rye whiskey, or I got an Italian IPA I got to drink at some point. That man said rye whiskeys are kind of cool. All right, so I'll bring a rye whiskey, and I bought a little tri-pack sampler of Clyde Mays whiskeys. They are a brand from Alabama, and this is their Alabama, United States in the South, and this is their, probably can't even really read it properly, but it's the Clyde's May straight rye whiskey. It's 47% ABV, 90 proof. It's a little 50 milliliter bottle. A non-chill filter. It says recipe 3, and they are bottled by Conic Ridge Distillery in Cocoa, Florida. It says distilled in Indiana. And if any of the whiskey fans out there, especially of American whiskeys, know anything, we could probably surmise this being from the MGP distillery, the Midwestern Grain Products Distillery in Lawrenceburg, Indiana. And they do 2 different rye whiskey mash bills. They do a 51% rye in a mash bill, and they also do a 95% rye with 5% malted barley. That's probably what this is. And also, this apparently used to be a 3 years of age stated product. You buy the bottling now, it says 4 years, so I don't really know. I'll pour it up. This is the color. You'll see
looks
that.
delicious. I can tell you that.
We'll see if it's any good. We'll go from there, and we're going to go over to the United Kingdom with the one and only Craig from Kent's Beer Reviews. Top of the evening to Craig.
How are you doing? Good morning.
Hey.
So yeah, that's got one of them. It's a bit dark. It's one of my favourites from the annual releases of Oktoberfest beers, although not technically one that gets served at the festival. So this is Hackashaw Oktoberfest Märzen.
Nice.
It's in a spring top bottle as well, so good for home brewing, that kind of deal. But yeah, it's one of my favourites that I, look forward to. So yes, 5.8% ABV. I assume we're doing ABVs, whatever. It's out there. I forget what show I'm on. So I've had a few sips. I've done a review of it just before I come on. But yeah, it's got that kind of I don't know, dark amber if you like, coppery, light mahogany, whatever you want to call it. It's a bit more of a malty bill in it. Yeah, it's got a kind of a fresh, kind of freshly baked brown bread, and it's got like hints of maybe like toffee, slight sweetness in there from the malts, almost a slight kind of nutty edge as well. Yeah, smells delish. So cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, good boy.
Cheers.
Cheers.
No.
Mr. Bump here. Yeah. It's just it sure is a good beer. So yeah. So you got it. Yeah, been around since 1516, so
What they're doing.
yeah, they've been around a little while. So this is not, as I say, not one of the ones I have at the festival. They do it at a fest beer. But they'd also do it admittance style. So yeah. As I say, I'm not doing all the classics this year because I've done them over the last few years. So it's like I'm just going to pick out the ones I really like and then try some other German fest beers that aren't part of the actual festival and pick them off over the years and then see how it goes. And then been trying some English style ones as well from some of the craft breweries. They've been quite interesting. So yeah, but no, this one is solid. So yeah, Happy Shore Oktoberfest medicine.
Nice. Thank you, Craig. Craig from Kids Beer Reviews Everybody. Check them out.
Cheers.
Thanks, Craig.
All right.
Over to Alex for the Weyerbacher Quad review, shall we?
Well, got that right here.
Quad.
And it's 11.8. That's what I'm going to be drinking. This will be my last beer for the night because I have work tomorrow. So let's get into the look, the smell, and all those wonderful things.
Shall we?
Shall we? That looks reddish as anything. And as a matter of fact, the color looks exactly what it looks like on the screen, and it looks exactly what it looks like here in my actual face, which is good. You can see the carbonation. There's no head anymore. But let me tell you this: it is an 8. It's 11.8 by volume. I'm definitely get more of this because I've had this a couple times. One time with the legendary bumpy. I figure it has something to do with quads. So yeah, let's get into the smell. You can kind of smell like the sweetness, maybe cherry. I don't know if there's cherry in this, but I'm assuming there is. But it smells sweet. It smells good. Let's get into the taste. Cheers.
Do it, shall we?
Cheers.
Please be delicious.
You got that right. Deliciousness. You do taste that cherry. I think there is cherry in this. And it has a nice sweetness to it. It goes down nice. Legendary Eric's probably looking it up because as soon as I say something, he looks it up because he's like a Columbo, and that's what I like about it.
The first one today. There we go.
This is not my first. This is my first.
Columbo.
10 point. Yeah, my first Columbo. Yeah, because I haven't investigated.
Yeah.
I don't have to investigate normally, but sometimes I do. But yeah, this is tasting like cherries. And the mouthfeel is like a light to medium, maybe a little bit of like a little thickness to it, but not too thick. You could drink this down like it's no tomorrow. Is that? No, because this would jump onto your head. This will go right for your head. Yeah, I mean any 11.8 or 10% beers will go to your head if you, if you drink several of them. But you have to remember, I've already drank 2 of these because I wanted to drink because I was thirsty, and it was a 9.5, and I wanted to have the actual actual rating. So I had to drink another can.
How's the beer in the glass though?
But this beer, very nice. It just goes down nice. It doesn't have it's not like sweet, but it has that sweetness like I want. It goes down really nice. It's not like sickening sweet, like go through the head kind of thing, if you know what I mean. When you first drink these kind of beers, because like I said, I drink Room Together or something like that from what's it called? Cape May. When I first drank that, it was delicious, but when you drank it, it went right through your head. Like, oh shit, this thing's freaking sweet. And as much as I love sweetness, and I loved it, that's why I got it again. But when I got it again, it wasn't bad because it wasn't as bad sweetness wise. Even though I love the sweetness, that wasn't that bad because again, it's another beer. But this one is not as sweet, but it is sweet enough that I can enjoy it, even though I did get ties to room together a couple times because that stuff was freaking delicious after you drank it a couple times. So, but this one, I've had this the second time because I had it from with the legendary Bumpy, because obviously a couple maybe a year or two ago we had quads for his whatever the episodes were, the series. So and that's how I got to this, and this one is very delicious. That's all I'm tasting is that cherry sweetness. It goes down nice. I will just tell you this: if you do not like cherry, I'm assuming this is cherry. This does taste like cherry because when I drink the other beer, the cherry one, another cherry beer, and it was Mad Elf. Could not taste it.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't taste it, and I didn't like it.
I hate
But
that.
when I didn't have any alcohol in my palate, even though I've had alcohol in my palate, what's that?
Trogue's Mad Elf.
Yeah, that was good after I didn't have no alcohol in my palate because I was able to taste the actual cherries because it's real cherries. This one right here, I could taste the cherries. As far as I know, it tastes like cherry. I don't know if it is cherry, but it does similar have that taste to Mad Elf. But again, I did not like Mad Elf at first. But when I didn't have no beer on my palate, I was able to enjoy it. And that was tasty. This one here, same thing. Didn't have any beer on my palate, I don't think. And the legendary Bumpy, obviously, we had that show, and I drank it, and I think I enjoyed it. That's why I got this again. I think I'm going to shut up now, but let's see what else.
Thorough review by Alex Beermaster.
It's kind of like a syrupy kind of taste, like kind of like a syrupy feel too on the palate as well. Just to let you know, legendary Eric and everybody, like those sticky on the lips. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to give you the rating next time around. But you want me to tell you how it is? I'm going to tell you. I'm trying to be quick. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Cheers. Next time around. Cheers.
All right. Cheers. Thank you, Alex, the beer master. We're going to go up to New Hampshire.
Playing on your phone like a bitch. That's what Dio would say.
What'd you say, Bumpy? I'm a.
What
Never.
phone did I give them?
You're not giving it.
Sadie's
Keep
favorite.
it up.
I have no idea what's going on.
Run the living room.
I don't know either, but
So
I
then
love
you're
doing you guys are trips.
Bit scary.
All right. You want to share the bottle again?
I sure do. Sorry, the wife started talking to me. We got Sadie, who's a little thief, and she may have stolen Ellie's phone one night.
Oh, he's hungry. What do you expect?
No, Sadie's a little fat bitch.
Well, she's a land shark like me, so you shouldn't get mad at her.
So this comes from a tree house.
From a tree.
And comes
The bottle.
This comes up from a treehouse. All right, Super Mario.
and it's right in line with all those superhero movies coming out. Memphis Flash.
There it is.
It'll come up from a treehouse.
And it's coming from a treehouse. It'll look like this.
Dude, there's pretty much no head to it. I think
There's no head to it. Well,
The,
it was a very dark head. Very
the
dark.
adjunct
dark.
You
definitely.
figure if you swirl, you get one maybe.
I know what you're spraying.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is the next one coming to you. Coming to you, Craig.
No,
You
there
ready?
is some. There's if you do a nice
Dude.
little swirl, there's some alcohol.
It builds. Oh yeah, it's got the lacing. Look at that. Blah 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 blah. All right, ready?
Nose.
Aromas, Cheerios to the nosios.
Oh, dude, it smells so good.
It's peanut brittle. Like I get peanut brittle right first thing, right? Like straight up peanut brittle. You get in it closer. You get banana chips, like dehydrated banana chips.
All right, so minus the like chocolate coffee kind of mapley like aromas.
There's that too.
It smells like you're making like a peanut butter and banana sandwich.
Like what Elvis? Like I said, I mentioned that just based off of the
it
ingredients.
smells
of
like
what
a,
they kept
it
saying.
smells like a peanut butter banana sandwich.
This actually has that banana note to it. There's been plenty of stouts that have tried it where the banana doesn't come through or come through artificial. This smells to me like kind of like banana chips, like dehydrated banana
There's actually a little bit of
with chocolate and peanut.
There's like a little bit of like a dried fruit raisin in there.
Yeah, there's a yeah.
So it's almost a little
I think that's more coming from malt.
It's almost a little jammy. It's got a little bit of like the dried fruit kind of jammy.
It's been a nice spread, yeah.
Sweetness.
It does have a kind of a sweeter note to it. There's kind of a slight coffee. There's a coffee.
Yeah, it's like
Big
it's
coffee.
like roasted coffee though.
It's got this like kind of like if there was a coffee that had some type of chocolate and banana blend to it or something.
It honestly doesn't really I don't think like if somebody just handed you this, I don't think you would think it was a beer.
Oh no, I would think this was a beer. It's definitely it's got enough of the
I don't know.
No, it's got enough of the kind of malt backbone to me.
If it's a stout, it's a beer. Legendary Buffy.
Even though there's no booze on the nose. It's got like a
All right, this is not something that I would burn as a candle.
It's got like a banana cream / peanut buttery / kind of like biscuity breadiness.
It smells like a really rich like if you had a trail mix.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a trail mix made for like who are those stupid kids that like follow the breadcrumbs and they get killed like put in the oven by the witch? Hansel and Gretel. This is like a Hansel and Gretel.
You guys are bad. Keep it up.
It's peanut brittle, so it's like peanut, like with like peanut butter, but then it's got this sweetness around it, right? So it's like candied. It's got this kind of like almost like pecan, like candied.
It smells. I want to try it.
The brittle. It's got this brittle. I don't know what the fuck brittle
it is. There is a little. Well, the peanut brittle is like the caramelized peanuts. No, it's peanut brittle. It's like the hard
it's straight
caramel.
up, like it's straight up peanut.
Peanuts,
It's
yeah.
straight up peanut brittle with with banana chips shoved
try
into
this.
it. The aromas are amazing. Dark chocolate.
There you go.
Cheers.
Prost. Bumpy
Cheers.
and a chin. That's right, Mike.
Banana right on the palate.
It's like a peanut butter banana sandwich, dude. It even has like the yeasty breadiness. You really don't get much stout. There's not much stout.
At the end, you get like a candied banana though.
Yeah, you get a little bit of like
like
malty
straight up,
sweetness.
like you said, like a peanut butter sandwich with banana, like actual banana slices in it. And then you kind of like when you get towards the end, it kind of has this caramelized, like sweet banana, like a banana chip.
Never try it.
Babe, try this
Oh.
garlic powder because it's different. It is different.
Whoa.
Tastes like a.
I read all about it.
What?
Raise your voice at me.
Dude,
No.
It's like a. Doesn't really taste much like beer.
Banana bread.
I think it tastes like banana bread.
I can see banana bread.
Do you get peanut brittle in there though?
I don't get peanut butter.
Smell it.
It tastes like I just took a bite.
I've had beers that
No,
taste
take
like
a smell though. Smell.
Take a smell.
Smell it.
I can
Smell it from down here, by.
Take a smell.
Nothing wrong.
You are like I am with my
I
wife,
see
man.
banana
She
bread
don't-
though. Yeah, just kind of had.
You get the peanut
I
brittle
don't
yet?
get peanut butter. I get the banana.
Yeah, or like banana nut
I get
muffin.
like
Yeah.
so like banana bread.
Yeah, banana nut
I don't
muffin
taste
kind
like
of.
peanut
It's got peanut
Banana.
butter and peanuts in
butter.
it.
But I don't taste peanut butter. I taste like the banana bread that has like peanuts in it.
It's probably the malt. The
That is
malty.
Mm.
literally what I'm
But-
tasting.
It's
But
really
Bumpy,
good.
if Brian, if
This is
Brian
like
is telling
super desserty though.
This is banana bread.
What do you think
Bumpy.
the ABV is on it?
Fucking hell.
We don't either.
Bumpy,
It's super desserty.
No.
It's very good.
Bumpy, if your wife
It's like
Ryan is telling you
sticky,
how it is,
Sweet
that's what it
peanut
is.
butter sandwich.
It's the palate, man.
I would tend to agree with Alex on that. Yeah, everyone's
Yes.
got
Yeah, everyone has a different style.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Does
10
know her.
bucks for that bottle.
There's total peanuts in this stuff.
Won't admit it, but she does know
I
her.
totally get peanuts.
Hey,
Suck,
I think it's really good.
I love peanuts.
Knows her.
Dude, it's
Come
almost
on.
kind of like a little bit of like a malt, kind of like you would get with like malt, like ice cream. You know, like there's malt in ice cream.
Definitely.
Like a chocolate, yeah, like a chocolate malted.
It's
ice
like
cream,
a
yeah.
chocolate. Yeah, like what's the one? Moose Tracks. But I don't think Moose Tracks has peanut butter in it. But I don't think
caramel.
it
Never
has
heard of it.
banana.
Tanner,
So
where's
it's like
that brewery at?
it's kind of like Moose Tracks in a way, but they also have it also has banana. So maybe it's like a Moose Track with like some.
What? Yeah,
But
What is
yeah.
Moose?
There's a bit of coffee note.
Tanner?
in it.
I've never heard of
There's
that beer.
chocolate
What is
notes,
it?
There's
It's not a beer. He's talking about
there's
Ben and
peanut
Jerry's.
notes.
You're saying Moose?
no,
I've
Moose
heard of it.
Track. No, Moose Tracks is like an ice cream with like peanut butter.
I think we're good. I think.
Oh,
we're
okay.
Yeah.
Sprayed it.
Oh yeah. We can sit here all day and just keep getting more stuff out of this. It's a
Hey
straight up
yo, we
dessert
got
beer.
an announcement. No one's getting this far yet. Let's keep it civil. Let's keep the conversation so we can
My
hear what the
wife
review
almost
saying
got there.
and spraying, right, Alex? And we'll be golden. All right.
True that.
All right.
My
Let's,
wife is almost a douche.
No.
Keep it up.
Let's bring up Ryan's beer reviews.
Ryan, Ryan, is that you? I thought you were supposed to be away.
I thought he was sleeping for a second.
Oh, that's Saturday. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Ryan's tired reviews.
We were talking about banana and pumpkin. Pumpkin. See, I got pumpkin on the brim. Anyway, I'm drinking
pumpkin
brewing
that's a new
company. I would do that. Nectar of the Gods, a New England IPA coming in at 6.5% ABV, hopped with Nectaron, Citra, and Mosaic.
Yum.
Yeah, I had this before a couple months ago, and they just came out with this again, so I quick ran over and grabbed 2 4-packs of this. All right, so what do you want me to do? Pour it up and smell it and taste it? Where are we at right now?
We're not at the review portion yet. We will come back around to you shortly with the review. But you can just do your initial pouring up. Yeah, go right ahead.
Well, I already did the review, Eric. You can
Hi, boss.
Yeah, well, we haven't gotten to Ryan yet. We're going in order of
Oh, wow.
I gave you a spray.
who came in here. Yeah,
That looks gloopy.
fair way to do it.
Yeah, so I'd say that pours out like I don't know, it's got an orangish color, so almost like a tangerine, but like a light tangerine. It looks a lot lighter on the camera than it is in person.
It looks juicy, actually. It looks like a new
yeah.
IPA.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it should be very juicy. Now, it poured out a little bit ahead, but it has since dissipated, and there's just like the head's just kind of collecting around the ring of it right now. But yeah, that's a nice looking hazy tangerine colored beer that I cannot wait to get into.
Ooh. All right. Thank you, Ryan. We'll get to Ryan eventually, everybody.
Legendary beer man.
I got water. All right. So this is Ruse. It's a hazy beer. Hazy IPA. It's really nice smelling. It's got guava, passion fruit, peach, apricot, stone fruity, a little pineapple. There's quite a dank in this as well, like almost a cannabis resin.
Yeah.
It's kind of getting on that level. I really love how this smells. It's very sweet, got a sweet fruitiness to it. Sweet fruit, sweet malts. Very, very enticing. Like you smell it and you're like, wow, dude, I gotta have it. So let's have it now. No, but first let me show you what it looks like. Lacing's good. It's holding good retention on the little rim there. I think it poured like a head. A head was like a finger and a half or something. Hazy, can't see through it. Slight milkiness. There's a little light coming through the bottom, but very nice looking beer. Cheers.
Please be delicious. Cheers.
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 Cheers, beer man.
Oh,
Appreciate
fuck
you
that,
doing this.
dude. Damn. Holy shit, that's good. This definitely has that guava, passion fruity, very tropical, pineapple, peach and apricot is coming through really well on this. Nectarine, even a little nectarine. Actually, a lot of nectarine. There's a slight pear coming through. Very dry finish. Not very dry, but a dry finish. No alcohol or anything like that. Body is medium. Mouthfeel pretty smooth, but not. It's somewhat zesty and like fruity, like pectic. Just very bouncy on the tongue. It's just like a lot of flavors are punching my tongue like with their fists. I punch your tongue with fruit. It's like that. It's really pushing it into my my tasters, and it's nice. It's a lovely feeling. A citrusy, stone fruity, tropical enjoyment. Very nice. The haze it's kind of like thicker than it's not full, but it's like pushing full. It's like kind of at the higher end of medium on the body, but boy, is it very nice. It's sour, sweet, bitter. It's got a nice little balance, but it's more sweeter than anything else. And that's from that like stone fruity kind of sweetness. I like that a lot.
Is it juicy though, Mr. Beerman?
Oh, I mean, that says it all what I said.
Oh,
It's definitely juicy.
awesome.
Yeah. Cheers. That's all I have. It's
Cheers.
not creamy.
But the real question is it creamy?
It's
Tanner, keep it up.
quite.
Delicious.
No, it's not quite creamy, but it definitely has a like a gypsum feel to it, like a hard watery kind of chalkiness on the tongue, but very nice on the overall flavors and feeling in the mouth. Just very nice, good flavor profile. Very good stuff. This is a good beer. Cheers.
Nice. Thank you, Beer Man. Let's
Thank
go over to Craig. Already did his review. We'll come back to again. We're going to come back to everybody for their
I hate
final
to tell you
thoughts.
guys, I don't know what Carly's messaging me up for, but you know what I'm
But
talking
we will go, Alex Beermaster. We will go to Ryan's beer reviews for the actual review.
So I'm sniffing and tasting now and telling you what I think. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Do the
Yes,
full
yes,
review.
yes.
Everything but
I need
great.
to show this can art again because I do think it's the best label that they have ever actually.
Look at that.
Well, that's
I mean,
pretty cool.
This guy's having a good time. This person, looks like Tanner right now, and that guy is just, they're just loving life, like Tanner.
Yeah.
All right, I poured a little too much in here. Let's see if I can get my fat face in here. Wow. Okay, so I'm getting like pineapple. I'm getting gooseberry and definitely getting some of that good old dank Mary Jane. And there's also like a touch of like this tropical note. I want to say lychee or light, however you pronounce that. I've always pronounced it lychee.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. So definitely, and I would say that the prominent notes on the nose is the like combo of gooseberry and lychee, along with the dank Mary Jane. But I'm also getting that pineapple note as well. And this is still, I'd say, rather cold. So I can't wait to see what we get when it warms up. But I'm diving in. Cheers.
Cheers.
Don't be delicious.
Please be delicious. Cheers.
Nah, I was gonna say, sorry to disappoint you, Eric, but this is delicious.
Hell yeah, it's very
It looks good.
Yes, Alex the Beer Master's saying. Hell yeah. Please be delicious.
please be delicious.
Yeah, so
And
I go with roughly a medium body.
Please be the Amish.
oh my God, no.
fairly well carbonated too, actually. Even though it, for how hazy it is, I still get like a decent like amount of spritziness on the tip of my tongue. I'm getting pineapple. I'm getting apricot. In terms of the flavors,
There's no apes harmed in the making of this beer.
Lychee as well. There were no lychees around here. I'm telling you, they're in here. But all those like wonderful, juicy, tropical berry notes are up front, and then they give way to like a bitter, dank Mary Jane on the finish. But it's not super bitter by any means. It kind of balances out the sweet juiciness that you get up.
All right.
Yep. Before I drink it all, that's what I'm going with. Cheers.
Nice.
Cheers.
It's a lovely looking beer. in your glass.
The great state of Maryland.
Is the beer really looking that good, or is it glass that makes it look that good?
No, I will admit the glass looks nice, but the beer also is amazing.
That's a sick glass, dude. Yeah, that's a nice looking beer. That looks good.
Nice.
Really good.
Goblet.
There you go. All right. I'm going to be the outlier and drink whiskey because I'm into whiskey. I'm going to do the Clyde Mays Straight Rye Whiskey. Again, this says that it is distilled in Indiana, and one of the biggest producers of, probably the biggest producer, or maybe even in the whole United States of America, for the rye whiskeys is at the MGP distillery, the Midwestern Grain Products. What's what MGP stands for in Indiana, Lawrenceburg, Indiana. 50 milliliter little bottle, 94 proof, 47% ABV. And as I was doing a little bit of researching while the show was going on here, listening to all you wonderful people as well, while I was doing the research, most people would guess that out of the two different mash bills they have, one is a 51% rye, the other is a 95% rye with 5% malted barley. I'm going to go with somebody that did a little blog on the internet and say that this is the 95, probably closer to 95% rye and 5% malted barley. It is coming across that way, somewhere between 3 and 4 years of age, depending on what year this batch came out. I have no actual idea. I would guess it's the 4-year batch, because in my estimation, when it says straight on the bottle, that means it has to be minimum of, in the United States, it's got to be a minimum of 2 years. If it's lower than 4, they have to list that somewhere. So it doesn't give you the 36 months. So I'm guessing it's 4. We got some alcohol legs in the Copita glass. They're lingering on a little bit, some of the teardrop shapes. And it's a very light colored whiskey. It was not in a barrel for that long at all. Let's get a little nose on this, shall we? I will put a tiny bit of some Poland Spring or spring water in there after the initial tasting to see if water does anything to the whiskey. It might just plainly, I know it sounds crazy, may plain water down all the notes here and mute it a little bit. But here are the aroma notes neat in the glass. So it's super, super, super mentholated. It's got a really big, pungent menthol, minty note, like a muddled mint, or if you're eating spearmint or something like that, gum, it's got that exact kind of a smell to it. There is a little bit of heat from alcohol. There's maybe not an alcohol heat, but there's definitely an ethanol punch to this, even at 47% for some strange reasoning ABV. Oof, yeah, it just got a big old punch of ethanol. It's very grain, Grain, grain forward. Super grainy forward. What else do I get? I am getting some spicy note of cinnamon in the background, just a very light touch of that. This could not have been a super charred barrel in any regard. There's no charring of any regard, really. No toasty charred notes at all. Let's give it a rye, neat on the palate. The Clyde Mays Straight Rye Whiskey. The nose, please be delicious. The nose is not involved.
Hell yeah, please be delicious. Yes.
But please be delicious.
I'm listening. I'm listening. Cheers.
Cheers. Pretty grain forward. GRAIN, not green. Grain, as in grain products. With a little bit of a Indiana hug, not a Kentucky hug there. There's a slight creamy texture to the body. Maybe that's more oily. I'm definitely getting the spear mintiness to it. Some very light vanilla sweetness in there in the background. The cinnamon is popping up from the nose. It's like a really sort of like a light apple jacky kind of thing with the vanilla and the cinnamon and the grains. An even slighter version of some chocolate way down underneath there. Maybe it's coming across, maybe a little bit caramel there. It's just got a medium finish on it. It's definitely more caramel than chocolate, but there's a faintest amount of chocolate in there. It's just super grain forward. It feels kind of like it's on the youthful side of things. It feels like it could sit in a barrel for around, it seems like a lot of ryes are 6-year-old aged. I'm not really sure what makes 6 years in rye really a special aging range, but feels like it could sit there for another 2 to 3 years plus and really get some char in there. I think the whole reasoning you're finding different products that come out of MGP, whether it's their ryes that they produce or their bourbons that they do, and people and other distilleries do contract distilling, or other distilleries go out and buy their whiskeys. How they all taste different from each other is however they're doing the aging process, or what are they doing with those barrels once they receive the barrel wool, and where it's being stored in a warehouse, what climate it's going to, what part of the world or the United States it may be going to. So this is only bottled by the company. It doesn't say that they're doing anything extra to the whiskey. So they must be getting it at their age and then bottling it down in Florida, where this particular distillery is. And this is again, Alabama product. So interesting. What else can I tell you? Definitely is a slight green apple note too in there. I think it's going to get better even as it just sits and warms slightly. But let's add a little bit of some cool spring water, just a little. I don't want to dilute it too much because it's already pretty.
I thought you like to put it in the cap, and so you know it's for a fact that.
Yeah, you're smarter than I am.
You've done it before, Legendary Eric. You know.
I have. Usually, I like straws. I should have brought a straw with me.
Oh, well. You've done that too. Exactly.
Oh, before we go any further here, I get what you're spraying.
Exactly.
This brought the ethanol minty note down somewhat, but I am getting still this. Actually, no, it brought the ethanol note down, which is great. The spearmint's still there. I'm getting more of the spicy note. I'm getting more of the cinnamon. And actually, at this point, I do get more of the vanillas. But even though the ethanol note is subdued, I'm still getting that and the grainy notes. Let's see if it tastes any better with the water. Cheers.
Cheers. Please be delicious again. Please.
Hopefully.
Please.
Cinnamon came out more.
Yes.
Vanillas came out more. Less of a grainy forward flavor came out. That was maybe the third thing in line I started tasting.
But you don't want green.
Pretty spearminty. And again, the barrel is obviously done something because it colored it, and I'm getting the caramel vanilla. But it's not really being a total influence to the flavor. It still tastes pretty grainy, pretty youthful. It's not super complex or really interesting enough in flavors that I would buy the product again. I would not buy this again. And I'm glad I bought the. Actually, the finish is a little bit shorter, and it's.
Why would you not buy it again, Mister?
I would not buy this again. But you know what I did before I shut up here is I got this tri-pack of these 3 Clyde Mays products. The tri-pack had their bourbon, which I have not reviewed yet. I'm doing this rye right now. And I did their Alabama style whiskey, which for all that I know of, it's probably most like a bourbon that they add a apple flavoring to.
Nice,
So
that's what you like.
that is
Right?
an 88. That was halfway decent. This is gonna get pretty average rating, so I will shut up and we're gonna go on to the 3rd round, which here is your final grades and thoughts on your beers this evening. So let's go back to Alex, the beer master, for a final thought and grade of his
Well,
blood.
I want to get the breakfast stout because I've already had one a couple years ago or a year or two ago, and it was delicious. But this one, Weyerach, I've had this twice from legendary Bumpy, doing stuff at his, on his channel, but also doing this on your channel. This stuff's
I'm not very legendary. I'm
Bumpy,
kind of
you're
minute.
Keep it up, Bumpy.
Yeah, I'm minute.
I swear I'm gonna give you a hug, but I'm gonna give you a nugget when we hang out for a ball busting. But I love you, Bumpy. Don't worry, it won't be. I'm Bumpy. But no, this as of this moment, I'm going to give it a 95. It's very tasty. It's very delicious. And again, obviously, I'm a little buzzed thanks to these 2 other cans I showed you. But they're very delicious. It's all these beers are good, and I'm happy I did this. So if you can get Weyerbacher quad, please do. It's very delicious. It will keep you warm and toasty and has great flavor. At least in my opinion, this would be a good winter beer, which we'll be getting into winter, fall. Yeah, winter and fall and the beginning of what's it called? Spring. This will be good.
Fall become and then winter.
Yeah, what I'm saying. I just said fall and winter. So
Well, you
so
said winter and then fall.
No, I meant fall and winter.
I mean,
so yeah.
sometimes you do fall in the winter.
Thank you, Tanner.
Times you got a spring in your step. So.
But no. Yeah. Between the fall and winter, and also the beginning of spring, you can drink these beers. But if you're at home and you have an air conditioner, doesn't matter what season it is. But if you're outside, yes, I agree. If it's between the winter and fall, because and then also in the beginning of spring, because it's still cool. But once it gets warm, you don't want to drink these things unless you're in the house with the air conditioner. That's just how I see it. So cheers. And that's it.
Cheers. Thank you, Alex the Beer Master.
Yeah.
We're going to the masters of
whiskey and beer and everything. Yes.
I'm falling.
I'm
falling.
That's terrible.
Falling into summer.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Absolutely terrible.
On the road.
Treehouse.
Terrible.
Once again, we have this
Memphis.
Bam, Memphis Flash. And
It's
what
really
does Flash
good,
do?
It's good. It's really good. This is one of those beers where we'll discuss hanging out this night. And this will be one of the beers that I remember.
The peanuts come through. So when a beer mentions stuff and it's like, it has this in it. And a lot of times you're like, I can see that. I can see that maybe. Boom. No, this has, first thing I noticed, peanut brittle, but straight up peanut. The peanut note comes through. So they haven't, Trillium actually had a beer. The O Nuts. The O Nuts.
I still got one of those in the fridge.
This is like a mix between peanut and beer. Oh my God! Not him. Not John H. Beer. You can't handle.
Let's say John, not just
Sac passe, John.
Sac passe.
Speaking of bananas and nuts, sometimes you feel like a banana. Sometimes you got nuts.
What did you rate the goddamn beer, though?
Oh, it's really good. I'm gonna give this. This is my favorite beer of the night. I'm gonna give it like a 98, dude.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. All right.
Nice.
I like it. I wish I knew the ABV.
It's not barrel aged, which is pretty impressive.
I wish I knew the ABV, but as far as like adjuncts, dude, they did a really good job. The banana is definitely like your actual natural banana. It's not like
nice.
The peanut butter doesn't taste chalky. Okay. Like sometimes you get that like powdered.
It tastes
chalky.
like actual peanuts.
Yeah, you get it's like buttery.
It's like chewed on your peanuts.
It's good. It's really good. I do like it. Like I said, I'm gonna give it like a 98. I enjoy it. I think it's badass. It kind of sucks though because this is a $10 bottle for a 12 ounce, but it's worth it.
Yeah, that's not too bad compared to the 500 ml that you paid $18 for.
But that was also 16.2%.
Yeah, ABV, but we don't know the ABV. This could be up there.
I think it's like around.
So I think it's between 11 and 14%.
I don't think it's that high. It definitely.
I think it's between 11 and 14%.
I think it's like 9 to 10.
It's non-barrel aged. It hides the ABV no matter what because I'm pretty sure it's imperial.
Can you look up?
It's nice.
Bumpy. Can you look up?
No, Treehouse doesn't. Treehouse doesn't show shit. They're ass.
On some of the beers, they do not.
Yeah,
it's about as exclusive as they can get. They tell you it's a barrel blended stout with peanut butter and bananas.
I wouldn't say this is my favorite beer of the night. I think that the notes are coming through extraordinarily nice, and not being barrel aged. This drinks up there with some barrel aged beers. So I guess I don't know. To kind of fuck it, I'm going to give it a 47 out of 50.
I think,
I'll say it's excellent. I was going to give it a 47, but for not being a barrel aged beer, this thing drinks up there with the barrel aged.
It's a straight up peanut butter and banana sandwich.
That's good form.
It's a straight up. The best way to describe it is it's literally a liquid peanut butter and banana sandwich.
Yeah, Elvis would be happy with this.
Yeah, dude.
Exactly, and I will have you guys send me sometime.
John gave this to Bumpy, which
aren't they getting
it wasn't
away
even
with
our
using
beer. John actually gave this to Bumpy.
Yeah, so cheers to John and Nelly.
Barrel-aged beers in that blend of that beer. Is that right?
Yeah, so they have a variety of barrel blended stouts, and this is one of them.
So not barrel aged, but
or something like that.
Sort of, kind of close to proximity to that, really.
Simulation.
Oh yeah, barrel blended stouts. Yeah, so it must have a little bit of age to it.
So it's not single barrel.
Does it say age though, Legendary Tanner?
No, but it's a barrel blended
stout made with.
I would say age.
So there had to be a stout that was barrel aged.
Barrel aged.
It's cuvee.
So that's what I'm saying. Like this stands up there with those barrel aged stouts. So it does have some type of barreling to it. So I'll stick with a 47 out of 50. It's an excellent beer.
I'm going 98.
As far as the the banana notes coming through, the peanut brittly type notes, the coffee comes through in this too, but it's not overly coffee. It's just well blended. There's a lot of notes that come through, and it definitely meets what it says it is. Like 100% what you read on the back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care for.
Is this popular? I mean, I know the weather's not
that are like super.
Go ahead, Bubby. I'm sorry. Go
What?
ahead, finish.
Go ahead,
Go
Bubby.
ahead and finish it. No, the weather's not.
You're not spraying.
It's 53 degrees here tonight. It's not.
Yeah,
too
it's
bad.
getting
a
cooler.
style like that.
Not bad.
it-
I
you
still
know,
have
me,
the
I'm very
ACs in the
particular.
window. We're good.
What I'm trying to say is, Bumpy, you're not into the coffee beers, but you will definitely drink it as long as it's good.
I will drink a coffee beer as long as it's not straight black.
This wasn't a coffee beer.
Yeah, it's not like a coffee stout. Sometimes the coffee stouts are just straight up like somebody dumped coffee grains, like used coffee grains into
That's
the beer,
true.
and it just tastes like black coffee, nasty grain flavor.
And what's the ABV
I
on that
like
one,
coffee.
Bubby?
I like coffee.
Yeah.
I'll have a coffee a day.
One.
Too
tell you.
much coffee will destroy my stomach. But I'll have a coffee a day, but I add sugar and cream to it.
I love
I like a
Me
sweeter
too.
coffee. I like the
I'm
caramel.
the same way.
So
One a day.
if it has, because coffee can give off kind of fruity notes, the actual coffee bean itself. You can have coffee that gives off kind of like peanutty notes and whatever. It depends on the blend, depends on the roast, whatever,
Roast.
wherever they get the
Bean.
beans from. Much
Yeah.
like hops and stuff, depends on the soil, the area that it's grown in. There's different notes that come up within coffee beans.
Yep.
So that's why styles are important when it comes to different crafts. I mean, you get different styles for coffee, you get different styles of hops. That all is important. But then I like more of a sweeter coffee. So whatever
Me
blend
too.
it is,
Then you're
I
good.
like sugar.
Then
and
you're
cream.
good. Then you're good.
I'm one of those where I like a dark roast. I do like a darker roast coffee, but I will add sugar and cream to it still. So I want some of that kind of. I just don't want it to be totally bitter black, no sugar coffee. That's when that comes into that beer form. That's where it's like not good for me. I want some sweetness.
I'm a medium roast guy. You're like my wife. She likes the hard roast. Yeah.
Let's say Bumpy.
I like
know you-
I like the dark roast. See, that's the thing. I like the roast. I want sweetness added to it. I want that underlying kind of toffee caramel type
Yes.
note.
Me too.
Coming
But
mixing in
I've
with the
known you
darker. No, I don't want it totally sweet. I don't want the whole thing to be like, oh, you're eating
Not super
straight
yeah,
caramel.
just perfect.
You're not rating, are you? All right.
Yeah,
We got a
that's
large
it.
panel. We gotta
So
get
my rating on it, we're gone too far. Yeah, I'd probably score this like 40. Like I said, a 47 out of 50. Cheers.
Cool. Cheers.
And what was the ABV on that again, Bumpy?
We don't know.
We don't know.
They
They don't
even
have
list
the
it on
ABV
some of
because they
those,
don't. They don't
free-
Yeah,
list
it's not
ABV, which is stupid.
Well, for me, it's something like that I would enjoy, but I would enjoy once the weather gets a little cooler, like come November, late October, November. That was something that would be right up my alley. But like you, I like my coffee dark roast, and I want to feel there's a little good balance of the coffee and maybe a little sweetness to it and a little chocolate, and depends on how high the ABV is.
Yeah.
Yeah, this I would say is anywhere between 11 and 13%.
Yeah. So
I'm
Okay.
gonna shop.
for a holiday morning and during the holidays.
Right? Exactly.
What's going on, Jean Pierre?
Legendary John Henderson Pierre.
Ramble.
Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah, I just got off Jay's channel just now. I just did
Fine
what's it
beer,
called?
craft beer.
Bells.
I just did I just did the Oktoberfest beer right here tonight. And
Nice.
Bell. All right.
yeah, so from Bell. So I gave it an 88 out of 100. I thought it was really good, very enjoyable. And right now I'm just finishing off this Miller High Life. So and which I saved last night.
Whoa.
It's the rest of it. So I just want to come in and say hi, fellas, and what's going on.
You need to get into craft beer, John Henderson Pierre. You've been buddies for quite some time.
Just drink a craft beer.
Love you though.
So there you go.
Cheers.
Hey, man. How you doing?
Review.
Shit.
You were the grid.
All right. Mine's quick because I wrote it down. I just wanted to kind of keep it.
Good. Good on you.
All right. So we got slight onion garlic BO pungency.
Oh, I haven't heard that word in years. BO.
Yeah. BO. Bad body odor. Dank earthy cannabis. Okay, but that's just the underlying part. The overlying part is the sweet orange, peach, nectarine, pear, pineapple, guava, passion fruit.
All right.
You know, This I
definitely-
always think
That's not the underarm part, that's for sure. Yeah.
sweet, sweet, but drying. Very balanced between the two. Somewhat tangy as well. Sour, also very balanced. It had that really nice New England kind of feel to it, but it also had a westy feel as well. So it was kind of cool. I'm giving this a 93 out of 100. Clever Weather was also they gave it a what is it? Shoot, what do they give it at Untapped? Like it matters, but it doesn't even say. Who cares? But that's what I'm giving it. So cheers, thank you.
All right, thank you, Beer
Awesome.
Man.
Cheers.
And finally, we're back to Craig and see what the
So-
actual is going to be.
So Hackashaw Oktoberfest Märzen, 4.2 out of 5, whatever that is on the scale you use. Very good. I look forward to trying this every year. One of my favourite ones, although it's not, as I say, specifically a beer at the festival. Although Hackashaw is, the Märzen isn't served apparently. They do a fest beer as well, not a Märzen. So, but yeah, I do like that. I think it's very nice, and it's all gone. So yeah, so 4.2 out of 5 on the Untapped scale. Worth picking up if you can find it. Might be a bit pricey in the States, but yeah, a lot of these export beers are for you guys. So yeah, good stuff. And it's a nice kind of swing top bottle thing.
Legendary Craig.
Nice. That's awesome.
Legendary Craig, they are delicious. Even they are pricey, but I love the UK beers and the foreign beers because they have great flavor along with America's beers.
That's a well-known company too. That's like good.
Yeah, Hackashaw. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
Hackashaw is awesome, dude.
Sorry there, Mr. Craig, but I'm just telling you. I
Yeah.
just
But
love
no, but one of my favourite German breweries. So yeah, very good.
German beers are good. You know that.
We're going to Ryan's beer reviews for the.
Let's say Ryan.
This beer, good. 4.75. Thanks for watching.
That's it.
Hey, Ryan, you're a trick, Ryan.
Honestly, it's a
me.
great beer.
Back
It's
to
a good
Ryan.
beer and has great all those fruit notes that I mentioned. I mean, seriously, I've had this before. It's like one of my favorite IPAs that Idiom makes, and one of my favorite IPAs out there. So, all right,
Awesome.
just trying to make it quick and fast for y'all.
Well, Ryan, you don't have to be too quick. You gotta be talking like me.
I'm going to bed. I'm
I
so
love you, Ryan.
Yeah. So thanks for having me on. I'm not joking either. So.
Back to Craig. He's off. He's going off.
I'll go to bed. Yeah, it's 20 to 2. I'm going to bed.
Thank you, Craig. Can't
Cheers.
hear
Have
you.
a good night. Speak to you
Cheers,
soon.
Craig.
Bye.
Right on.
Roast.
Good night, brother. Yeah.
See you in 20 years, Craig.
No, we're not
Oh
going.
my God.
Some people need to go to the bathroom like a hole in the head. Okay, there you
Oh my
are.
God.
There you are.
Why would
there you
Craig
are.
leave? He's
Okay,
supposed
we
to.
got it. Good. All right. I'm gonna splash this with the tongue.
Eric, why did Craig leave? He's supposed to.
Bull crap.
It's like early in his morning.
I know, but he still needs to shout out his stuff, so he owes me now.
Yeah, well, we shouted him out. People know where to find him. Craig at Kent Beer Reviews. Go check him out, and all of his buddies, including Harry and Mercy Beer Reviews. All right, I put a little extra water just now into the Clyde Mays straight rye whiskey. And to be completely honest, the more you put water, or I read on one of the blogs I was this whiskey from, they liked it with the ice better. And I bet you it mixes pretty well. But for about, I don't know what it is, probably north of a $40 bottle for 750 milliliters, I don't think there's enough truly inspirationally going on the liquid to get me to keep going back to the whole 750 milliliter bottle. I like more of the water in there. I'm getting more of that cinnamon, vanilla, sugar note.
Nice.
And something that's caramel. Something I keep wanting to say chocolate, but I'm not sure. But I do want to say some chocolatey, maybe like a chocolate chip or something. I don't know.
Wow.
Much better
That's
with the more water additions, which brings down the ABV substantially, but it brings out more of the flavors. It is just less at this point now with the probably, I don't know, almost 4 straws if I would have done it with water, with an actual straw. It's less sharp on the alcohol and it's less spearmint forward, but I'm still getting all those things. I'm still getting the grainy notes. That's the best version of the flavor of this whiskey here. But almost at 4 straws of water, I had to dilute the crap out of this thing to get out of pungency, out of ethanol, and out of youthful grain. So, not to me, there's nothing wrong with the product. I guess I would say there's nothing foul about it. But it's just way too youthful and grainy and just sharp and pungent for me to have real good enjoyment out of this one. If an 85 and it loses, and the best part of it neat was it had somewhat of a finish and it was a somewhat creamy oily. It's losing its finish. It's losing its creamy and oiliness. So I don't think it really is going to stand up to a really good cocktail, but your mileage may vary. So if an 85 for my beer reviews, let's just go with that, I suppose. If an 85 is about an average for me, and we go plus or minus that, and me thinking about different whiskeys, I really haven't bought maybe one other rye in my life. So I haven't had a lot of ryes. I've had the rye, a higher rye content in my bourbons, which I prefer more of the corn aspect to it. But this one is an 82. Yeah, let's call it an 82. Probably being a little bit generous towards the product, but it probably just could benefit from age and a higher char of the barreling to promote something more interesting and complex out of the flavor. But if you're not looking for super complex flavors with a little bit of a sharp punch to it, maybe the rye whiskey for you. So I'm going to stick with that 82 out of 100 rating. I will, as Alex would say, would I buy that again? And we'll conclude once again, no, I will not buy that again. And will he be drinking Antique Weller 107 like a douche? Don't be a douche. No, I meant. Anyway, that was really good. Anyways, we're going to go to the 4th round. Round number 4. What's that round number 4? Where we talk about our YouTube channels and we shout
round
people
number
out.
4.
And here's what happens. All of these people here on this channel, we got Bumpy Road Brews and East Coast Liquor Reviews over there on that one screen. But everybody here, basically, you can see their names in the red box with the white lettering. That's all of our YouTube channels. Go and search for us. Hit that subscribe button when you find us in the search. Oh, hell yeah. Hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. When you hit the notification bell, you will know when we are going live, when we have a new video coming out that has just been uploaded, or we're premiering a video and we're here live in the chat while the video premieres. So take a second to look us all up and hit that thumbs up and subscribe buttons. Let's go over to Alex and for your channel, and who should we check out on the YouTube?
Well, obviously tomorrow night we're going to be doing Alex and Friends around 10 o'clock, 10:30. Unfortunately, the Alex and Friends on Monday, I had to private that, but don't worry about that because you know what? There'll be another Alex and Friends, and that's still on my channel, so it doesn't matter. But obviously, unless I send you the link, you'll not be able to see that. But the next Alex and Friends will be on Monday. It will be normal. It'll be whatever, and that will be on my channel. And that's around 10 o'clock, 10:30 as well. And then obviously, you got a beer review Tuesdays. Obviously, whenever I feel like doing the beer review, it's on Tuesdays. You know what I mean? I don't know what time. I just once like Beer Man or somebody ends, I'll say, okay, do a beer review, throw that video out, and that's it. So that's on Tuesdays. And then Monday nights is Alex and Friends around 10 o'clock, 10:30 as well. So, hey, you never know. You're not going to miss a thing because there's a live stream Monday night, there's a live stream Thursday night, and there's a live stream Friday night, which is come have a beer with Alex, which is around 8 o'clock. So you will not miss a live stream. And then occasionally I will do some Wild Card Wednesdays on Wednesday nights around 7:30. But either way, you will not miss a Wild Card Wednesday. Eric will tell you again too as well. But Wild Card Wednesday, you will see, regardless if it's on his channel or my channel or both our channels. Well, if it's my channel, it'll be both our channels. If it's on Eric's channel, it'll be on just his channel. Either way, you will not miss a Wild Card Wednesday. But Eric will obviously explain again next time around. But either way, that'll be around 7:30 regardless. Cheers, everybody. But other than that, check out Richopolis and all of our peeps that have a YouTube channel or an upcoming YouTube channel. Cheers.
Nice. Thank you, Alex.
Cheers.
Yeah, Tanner's over here. You can say something.
Leslie Tanner's here. Let him talk.
All right. Unfortunately, I've had a little bit of some bad gas, so Bumpy decided to run out the house.
Well, that's okay. That's what happens with beer and alcohol.
Woo!
He ran outside.
Hey,
he
destroyed the room.
No, yeah, he wanted street tacos tonight. So I mean,
there you go.
That'll do
but
it.
yeah,
Then
shout
again,
out
look,
to me.
hey, East Coast. He had a bottle of some liqueur in it, right? So.
Oh, jeez.
107. Shout outs for me. Definitely just specifically shout outs for tonight. Definitely. I got some good reviews coming out for me and Bumpy. I have some reviews from Beer Tuber Palooza. So definitely look out for those.
Awesome.
Yeah. Shout out to Dan and Mike from FLX Beer Reviews. Definitely shout out to them. And also, I'll shout out Whiskey Encore with Cheech Argelino. So check him out for sure. I don't know if Bumpy's got anybody he wants to shout out.
Bumpy, come on in. What do you got to say?
Oh, wait, that's your phone.
Are you feeling okay, Bumpy?
I think he's bumpy. What do you expect?
I had to escape for a second.
What's your shout-outs, Mr. Bumpy?
My shout outs, my promo type stuff for my channel anyways. Before this show, I did a live stream with Tanner on this beer.
Ooh, I can get that beer. I'll do that.
Yes,
Yeah, if you weren't able to
easily here. That's an excellent beer, Bumpy.
That's
if you weren't able to hit up the live stream, you can always go back and watch that. That'll be my video for the week. I'm trying to put out at least one video per week.
You okay?
I can't. I gotta.
I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. So you get one video per week, hopefully, if not more. No, it's a damn like sneezy thing.
God bless you.
So anyways, when you have a big nose like me, you just kind of push on one side of it, and it might keep you from sneezing.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
So look forward to something. One video a week.
2 weeks,
Right.
2 videos a week.
We might have some 50-point inspection videos coming out. I have to edit some videos on that. I do have some beers that I've already done. I am trying to switch things up a little bit, though. As you might see with the live stream, if you go towards that, I don't give a a physical, like a numerical score, I should say,
True that.
to the brew. That's what I'm kind of trying to aim towards for the future. Get rid of the 50-point inspection thing, even though that does really help me break down the beer. I don't so much like judging breweries.
But that's you, Bobby. Why would you?
Well, no, that's not me. I just want to know, like, hey, I like the beer. This is what I appreciate about the beer. There's some beers, it's like, how do you really put a pinpoint number on a beer versus another beer when they're like, they might be different, but you might like them both kind of very much, but there's a difference. But it's like maybe you personally prefer something more. But if it's so damn close, it's like, why am I going to give one like a 46 and one like a 44?
So what are you going to give your beers now since you're back to your old self?
No, I think I want to try to just kind of pinpoint like what I'm tasting out of the beer, what I'm liking about the beer. If there's things I don't like, I'm not going to bullshit people still and say
you shouldn't bullshit.
Oh, this is definitely a great beer. If I don't like the beer, I'll let you know.
Right.
I just don't feel like pinpointing like numbers anymore, really. So that's what I'm going to try to gravitate towards. For the limited beer reviews that I do, I'll have to try to come up with a new intro because I don't have an intro for any of that shit. So that'll be fun too. Trying to create a new intro.
Tanner will help you with that one. Did I say that name too loud?
Yeah. I can't actually help you come with a new intro.
I think I said that name too loud. I'm
Tanner
so sorry. I said that name.
Check out.
We're going to do drunken intros with Tanner. And
check out. If you guys need to come up with some type of video intro / outro,
send us nudes.
No, look up Clip Champ.
I sworn I said Tanner.
No, the website is called Clip Champ. I just recently made a new intro with Clip Champ.
Okay.
Good. Then Bumpy will. I mean, you obviously will tell Bumpy about that, and then I'll do that.
He just did. Yeah. Right in my ear.
There you go.
Yeah, whatever.
Alex. Ear hole.
Tanner. I swear I'm gonna give you another.
He's actually here. It's not like I'm a hologram, Alex. I'm here.
I know.
So we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Yeah, there's nothing else going on. I don't have any lives besides the lives that I did. Look forward to videos coming out. I'm trying to put something out at least once a week, and that's it. We're gonna move on.
I got some promos. I'll be real quick.
And he left the building.
There you go. I got
there he is.
All right.
Let's go to Beverage Ramble real quick.
All right, find a spot.
Okay.
All right, Beverage Ramble.
All right, how you going? Beer and Cheese Tuesday, 8 o'clock Eastern. I've already spilled the beans today. It's basically a show there. So just let me know. Information's in my About page on YouTube. I have an email address. Yes, I do. Wednesday, today was all spun out. If you have an adjective assigned to you, bring that beer. If you're new to the channel, don't worry about it. Bring whatever you would like for the first one, and that keeps people coming back. So we do what the ABV, this kind of thing. We figure out everyone's stuff, and you win something at the end of the month.
Hey.
Our last one winner. So congratulations. Brewing tomorrow. Nice 5-hour brew day tomorrow for Mr. Bill. It's called Mr. Bill.
We'll try that
beer reviews. It's called Mr. Bill, and it's a 7.2% New England IPA. We're gonna brew at 11:30. I'm hoping 11:30 Pacific time. So if I get up early enough, I've got everything done except the grain and the hops and the salts. So and heating the water. So we'll do it. But anyway, 2 people to shout out. I'm also going to be reviewing some beers that Beer Hound gave me. But Finru Home Brewing is a very cool dude. Marty, Mr. Marty. Over the Moon New Zealand truffled whiskey barrel aged something rather. Looks like a fucking good one. Go check that out. Don's Beer Reviews out of Glasgow, Scotland. his last one was a West Coast Pilsner from Uturo. So nothing I've ever seen. Check him out. Cheers, my dears. Much love.
Oh yeah, cheers, my dear.
Cheers.
I haven't heard that in a while.
Okay, now we're going to Ryan's beer reviews. I'm gonna say brew reviews.
Brew. I wish I had my own brewery.
We
All
will
right.
eventually, Ryan.
So this week I've been putting out a bunch of Oktoberfest beer reviews, Fest beers, Marzens, and then starting, I guess that's what, Sunday is October 1st. Yeah, Sunday I will start my 31 days of 31 different pumpkin beers, which I am now up to, I think, 35 pumpkin beers. So on Halloween Day, I'm going to be putting out more videos than people want to even watch, probably.
I enjoy your channel, so don't worry.
Yeah, I've been putting out again more than people can watch, probably at least two, three different videos a day. Trying to put something out there so it's not just pumpkin, because I know there are a select few out there that just don't like pumpkin beers for whatever reason. I just can't relate to those people though. But I'm also still putting out IPAs and lager reviews.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's it for me. I guess shout outs, I would say definitely hit up Joe from the Beer Patrol. Heard some possible good news. He might be starting up some reviews again. He's go figure, asking me if I have any good pumpkin beers that I can get for 10 days of pumpkin. But it's still kind of up in the air yet. Also, somebody else not related to beer or alcohol, his name is Bo Miles, has a channel on the internet. He is another Aussie, and he does some really interesting, crafty things. And that it's really hard to kind of pinpoint and what it is that he actually does. But you know, he likes to jog. While he jogs, he might be picking up, you know, spare wood or trash that he finds, and like repurposing it for other things. Other than that, that's all I have. Peace.
Hey, Ryan, you're forgetting one thing. We're going to be doing some beer reviews together.
Yes, I also recently sent Alex and Beerman a beer mail.
Awesome.
So Alex and I will be doing a beer review later.
The same will be going to you when you get back from your trip.
Right on.
Yeah.
Mushrooms are bad. Mushrooms are good.
No.
Depends if you look.
Ryan, I did message you to make sure. I want to see some videos of you and Beerman. I'm not kidding, but I'm going to shut up. But
it may not happen, but we'll see.
Ryan, I did not know.
Yes. Shout out to everybody.
I did not know that the Amish
Don't be douches, you douches. I just called our panel civil. Now we're on the beverage ramble.
Okay. I want to shout out to everybody on this group. Please, guys, follow their channels. Thomas Metal, Alice the Beer Master, East Coast, Bumpy, Beer Man, Ryan's Brew Reviews, Beer Reviews. Watch their channels. I've subscribed to their channels. Very enjoyable, good stuff. Even though I may not comment a lot of your stuff because there's so many videos to watch.
Yeah,
I need to, but I do follow your channels. So without question. So this is what I have coming up on my channel. I have right here from Duck Rabbit. This is their Merzen
Duck Rabbit
Fest beer.
Never heard of that.
Oh, I've heard it. Yeah, I have heard of them.
Duck Rabbit Brewery? Never heard of it.
It's Maryland. Okay.
Fest Lager, Duck Rabbit.
Nice.
Dude, I gotta find a bunch of these.
Is that a brewery or is that a beer?
That's a beer. Brewery is oh boy, Duck Rabbit Craft Brewery, based in Farmville, North Carolina.
Oh, so it is a brewery. Okay, all right. Duck Rabbit Brewery. All right, I'll look that up.
So I got that. I got the Terrapin Oktoberfest, of course, owned by Molson Coors.
Oh, that's cool.
Still
Oh,
goes
yeah, I like
psychedelic. It is owned by Molson Coors, Terrapin. Let people know.
Right. They sold out. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I hope. Yes.
Please be delicious.
They were still Grateful Daddy, though. I like the company.
Yeah, especially with a name like Terrapin.
We stay up with
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to trying this one right here, Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest beer.
That's a good beer right there, dude. Damn. That's not bad.
6% ABV. So I'm looking forward to trying this. This is the beers I'm going to be reviewing coming up the next couple of days. And this is also right here from Wild Heaven here in Georgia.
Oh, good. Pretzel beers? Delicious.
Pretzel with the fucking German dude.
Delicious.
Oh, it says beer. It doesn't say B or.
Okay. Oh,
German style
German
Yerzen Fest beer.
Oh, wow.
At 5.5%. So this brewery is based right here in Georgia. So that's what I have right there coming up. And what I have also on my channel, I have the Academia. I just reviewed their fest beer. That's on my channel. Shout out to all of you, all everyone on the panel tonight. Shout out to Jay Terrio. I will be doing his Wednesday night get together. Friday night get together with Fandango Friday. Bring your liquor or liqueurs. I'll have the 1792. I'll be drinking, consuming with that, and then Sunday, the first Sunday of the month, until John and Neely comes back. John Neely comes back doing his usual Sunday, but we'll be doing Stout Sunday, the first Sunday of the month. Every month we'll be doing it.
John and Nelly will be back to doing Stout Sunday every Sunday.
I don't know if he will, but Jay has been doing it the first Sunday of every month. We'll be doing Stout Sunday,
and then it's Super Sunday for the rest of the month. Yeah, I understand.
Right. First Sunday. So, and this is the stout I'll be having right here, which will be the Milk Nitro Stout, left hand at 6% ABV. And that is it.
And also, John, you actually have a stout at your mom's that you'll be doing a beer.
Yes, I know.
Oh.
Yes, I know. Yes. And by the way, I will be heading up there for Thanksgiving. I know I have a lot of people I need to see. A lot of people want to see me.
Okay, we will talk.
Yeah, we will talk, Alex. Yes, I probably may not get I may see you. I may not get the chance to see you, but
and if you don't see me at the time around, you'll see me next time around. That's how I see it.
But
thank you.
Family, this and that, and friends, and this and that. So a lot of people to see, and I'm getting the hell out of town. I'm arriving on that Saturday on the 18th, and I'm getting the hell out of town on the 25th of November because I do not want to fly on the 26th of November. That's Sunday. All these damn crazy people. And I told my mom that she was upset. And I told her this. I said, Mom, I'm trying to get the hell out. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with people on Sunday. I want to go home. Go back to Georgia.
All right. Look, we can solve this problem right now. You can hang on your mom until after that date and then go home.
But I gotta get to work. I gotta be back at work on Monday.
Okay, don't shoot me. Just trying to help. Don't shoot me. Never mind.
Gentlemen, it's been fun hanging out with you guys.
But no, what I was about to say, John, we'll figure it out come November or whatever.
Yes.
And we'll see if we hang out. If not, I'll hang out with you during the Christmas stuff if you come around Christmas. I don't care.
I'm hoping I come for Christmas. That's another hope coming for Christmas. But if not,
exactly. Yeah, we'll hang out either way. It doesn't matter to me. We'll figure it out.
I will keep you posted, Alex.
Well, I can call you anytime I want. So I don't
ramble. You got to.
I call you, John. I can call you anytime I want, so I don't care. So it doesn't matter.
No problem.
So,
no problem.
Yeah.
All right, baby. This is if you're still sticking around, congratulations, thank you. You are on the Thomas Metal 75 channel YouTube for the Massachusetts reviews. the Wild Card Wednesday. This program happens every Wednesday night at 7:30 Eastern Time, Boston, New York time. At least on this channel, co-hosted by Alex the Beer Master. He's next to me over that way. If need be on his re-streaming on the channels itself, on both channels.
Yes.
So obviously that's bring a beer, wine, spirit, really adult beverage. Just don't be a douche. I had to tell my own panel to stop being a douche this evening. That was not two people down. And we're all good. We're still friends. I don't really care that I had to do that. We're good. Go and subscribe. There's some people on the YouTubes, right? Oh, wait a minute. Before I do that, the other thing I need to promote is the fact that I'm the drummer of the heavy metal, doom, stoner, rock, whatever you want to call it, traditional metal band Oxblood Forge.
Hell yeah.
And we are supposed to have a show at the Bone Up Brewery, which got canceled in Everett, Massachusetts. I actually found out the reasoning from the town of Everett, but I will not divulge that on the internet.
You better play Columbus.
So instead of it being a concert portion of the show, members of each of these bands, which are Death Ray Vision, Thou Be Done, which is my brother's band, and Oxblood Forge, will still be going to the brewery. The band Death Ray Vision just put out a new album, and they're doing a collaboratory beer with the Bone Up Brewery called the Unholy Water Stout.
Nice, you did say that.
How that goes, I will do some tasting. I don't know if I'm going to do a live thing, but I don't know. I'll at least bring some of their beers back to my HQ and do some reviews. I've never been to that brewery. Check them out. Yeah,
that's your real brother. Your real brother.
My biological brother.
Does nothing, Eric.
My biological brother just had a newborn, and his name is Ozzy.
Congratulations!
That's
Ozzy Whiskey Dronfelter.
Oh yeah, congratulations!
I'm an uncle. I don't know. Well, that's going. I haven't a nephew yet. We'll have to get around to doing that. Yeah, so that's Bone Up Brewery so that's Friday. This Friday, the 29th of September, if you're in the Boston or Everett area and you like heavy metal plus craft beer. Yeah. So curated playlist going on in the background at the brewery. So we'll see what's good with that. Quickly here, two people I guess we should check out on the internet, on the YouTube channel side of stuff. Let's go with the Whiskey Scout.
Legendary Robert.
Arkansas, Kansas. He does lots and lots of whiskey reviews of all varieties of whiskeys. I think occasionally beers, and he'll be up to run Ontario channels and all those good places on the internet. So go check him out. And let's do the letters R, David, and the letter R. R, David, R. You are interested in percussion, drumming, drum set, looking at ways to hack and pinch your drum set and your percussion. Go check him out. He's in Richmond, Virginia area. So go check out R, David, R. Who else did I say?
The Richmond from Richmond, Virginia.
I never heard of that.
Virginia. And check out Bubble Gut Craft Beer.
Let's say Beer Man.
Yeah, I can't wait to
get that guy up, and we might make something happen. Who knows? John Bonham had it. John Bonham had it. Oh, I'm not John Bonham, but thank you, everybody.
They do rock. Y'all rock, dude. You got a badass band.
Put out a new EP called Cult of Oblivion in June. Hopefully, we're going to do some recording in 2024.
Badass drummer up here.
So again, hit the subscribe button, the notification bells for all of our channels. We greatly appreciate that. As I like to say when I end on all these review shows. Until next time, keep tasting those great beers, them great whiskeys. Cheers. We'll see you soon. Alex wants to do some aerobics.
Yeah, I've always done exercise for Mr. Eric. This is Alex Beer Master. And we will see you all on the next live stream and the next video. This is Alex Beer Master signing out. And cheers,
y'all.